Church, sometimes in life, you are faced with difficult decisions. This ain't one of them damn times. Sutton, you would be a damn fool if you believed Erika's apology. I got my notes. I hope y'all got yours. Let's get on into this damn mess. So let's jump right on in. The ladies are down to the winery, sans Erika, and decide to bring up Tom's potential conservatorship, him being put into a home, the whole burglary situation, and the flipping of the cars. Y'all, I am not even going to belabor this this note with a whole bunch of analysis and digging deep in and what I think and XYZ. I am just going to sum this up very simply. There was a lady who commented on one of my prior Beverly Hills videos. Her name is Fransway, so shout outs to Fransway. And she basically said that there was an interview or an article with Tom Girardi back in the day where he simply said, if you can't convince, confuse, okay? And I think that sums up this situation very perfectly, you know? Just all of the different activities that have happened that have been put in the news, the conservatorship, him possibly being put into a home, the whole issue in the first place with the widows, the children, the orphans, the alleged burglary at the house, the son flipping the cars. It's a lot, okay? And I've said this before in a prior video, but I'm a firm believer that there is truth woven in to all of these different situations. But the problem is that the smoke screen, the confusion, the pageantry that's sort of being done surrounding all of these issues muddies the waters in terms of what is believable and what is far-fetched, right? So yeah, it seems to be the definition literally of what Tom said in a prior article. If you cannot convince, confuse. And judging from the ladies down at the table, it seems like all of them were confused as hell. So listen, they were in the perfect forum for it because honestly speaking, y'all, the only way you can try to understand Erika and her nonsense and all of the things that have happened is to be pissy drunk down to the winery. Moving forward, to Sutton. Sutton, stop playing detective. Y'all, I don't even know how many times I can keep going over this Erika Sutton situation, but listen, we're going to give it a roll once again. Sutton, I don't understand your desire to keep playing detective when it has brought you nothing but stress, struggles, and strife in your life and in this damn group, okay? I don't get it. Like, I understand the thirst for information, the need to want to participate in the group, but mama, you got about 4 or 5 other people on your team. Tap out, okay? Tap out, hand the reins over to somebody else, take off your detective hat and let someone else take a go at it, okay? I just feel like the more and more you keep digging into Erika's life, the more and more you're going to start questioning, the more and more you're going to start saying. And we've already said in prior videos, you put yourself in the seat to be the poster child of the Erika investigation, okay? And so you have had to deal with all the ramifications that have happened from you being in the forefront. So I would say, I just don't understand. The lady has literally cursed you down multiple times, damn near threatened your life, and you don't know that fat meat is greasy, okay? Put the damn magnifying glass down, hand over the reins to somebody else, and just kiki in the corner and, do shady eyes or something like that at the camera. You don't need to be in the forefront of the investigation. You don't need to be figuring things out yourself. And y'all drop down in the comments if you agree with me, if you think Sutton needs to just hand over this detective hat to somebody else and let them play detective for a while. Let me know what you think. Moving forward. Erika comments on the good Tom Girardi. All I have to say to this point, y'all, is way too soon. Way too soon. Like, let's let this, allegedly dementia-ridden, Alzheimer's-based man get through one trial before we start talking about the good that he may have done or may have done in the community. Like, I don't want to... you don't want to take away the good that someone has done in the world, right? But it just seemed like good idea, wrong time, like, or hell, bad idea and bad timing as well, because like I don't think anyone is concerned about the good that this man has done in the world when we're sort of being dragged into all the wrong that he's done and trying to figure out the truth in all of that. So I thought that was just very ill-timed. And it seemed like one of those personal thoughts that should have just stayed in your head and not come out your teeth, throat, and mouth. So that's all I got to say on that one. But just regarding Erika's son and the conversation that they had surrounding when he went to the house and, started talking to her or whatever, I say give the damn son a damn diamond or whatever they hold down in Beverly Hills, or give him some sort of friend of the show type situation. I'd be curious just from Erika talking about her son and how, their relationship is and how they talk to each other, real disrespectful, like, okay, black people don't do this, but listen, white families are a little bit different in terms of how freely they are open to talk to their parents. I could never walk up to my mama and be like, are you effing the man next door? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't, something in my bone marrow will not allow me to have that close of a relationship with my mother. Call it respect, call it fear, but suffice it to say, it would never happen in a black household. But I'm willing to have him come on the show. Listen, I feel like he has a lot of information, and just in terms of Erika talking about him and how he talks, how he verbalizes things, I don't think that he would have such a stringent filter that Erika does, and we could possibly get some more information out of him. So, Bravo producers, you might want to reach out to the son if he's still recuperating from flipping his car 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times in the snow in California. Moving forward, Erika says that she's coming out of her divorce broke. As well she should, okay? Like, I think Kyle brought up a really good point, okay? It is not about you, Erika. It is not about you. It is not about the good Tom Girardi. It's about these victims, these orphans, these widows, these children, and where the hell the damn finances and the money is, okay? That's the central point here, okay? No one cares that you're coming out of this divorce broke, but as well you should. I mean, can you imagine it? Like, let's talk about it for a second. If Erika came out of this divorce with a substantial amount of money, the optics alone would be very bad, that she's getting paid while these victims don't know where the damn money is, right? So first off, that would be a loss, okay? Socially, and I mean, I guess it would be an upswing financially for you, but a loss socially. So I just feel like the optics of that situation are not in your favor. So listen, your best bet regarding your divorce and getting away from this man, separated not only financially but also socially, is a redemption story, right? You need to be down in the doldrums broke, okay, and I'll get to that in a second, and rebuild, right? Okay, because let's not debate this issue, okay? Erika is beautiful. Erika has Model-esque features. Erika is entertaining. Erika, her personality is infectious, right? So scandal aside, you can sort of see why she was, a rising star in, the reality TV world, as well as being on Broadway and all the different opportunities she got from there. So I feel like if she can distance herself from this scandal, if it turns out that she had absolutely nothing to do with it, she knew nothing about it, and you give some time for all of this to just settle, I do believe that there is a future for Erika Jayne in reality TV, Hollywood, etc. But it's going to take some time, right? And so, like I said, your best bet is a redemption story. And let's not act crazy here, okay? When Erika is feigning broke, Erika is Beverly Hills broke. Erika is Ritz-Carlton Hotel broke. Erika is, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos circle type, broke. Like, she can't roll in those arenas anymore, okay? But please do not get it confused, y'all. Erika is not destitute. Erika is not filing for, some sort of bankruptcy protection. Erika is not, missing bills and not paying her damn, invoices and stuff that come in, okay? If you can afford a $10,000 a month house down to the Beverly Hills, your ass is not broke, okay? So let's be very clear. Erika is Beverly Hills broke, okay? But United States, she's probably, comfortable, I would say. So like I said, don't play the victim on this, Erika. And it's in your best favor for you to come out of this divorce broke as a redemption story. Moving forward. Kyle inquires about Sutton being quiet at dinner, re Erika. Y'all, and I've said this in a prior video, Kyle is low-key and also high-key messy, okay? Kyle has sort of become the bone collector in this group. She keeps the mess going. Her, and sometimes in conjunction with Garcelle, get the party started, or the mess going, however you want to define it. But when Kyle decided to talk to Sutton at dinner in terms of her being quiet, I'm just sitting there thinking, what do you want her to say? What can she say in that moment where it's Erika's time to shine, it's Erika's time to make people laugh, to be the center of attention? What is she supposed to say? This lady has literally called her everything but a child of God, cursed her down to the floor, low-key threatened her life, and threatened her with a lawsuit by Tom, who, according to all damn reports, shouldn't be medically able to sue anybody right now if he's being put into a conservatorship and a home. But if she's done all of these things to this lady and basically said the door is closed for a reconciliation, what the hell is there to say in that situation? What is she supposed to say? Like, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what was Sutton supposed to say in that situation. Don't worry, I'll wait, in the words of Cat Williams. What is she supposed to say? She did exactly what she was supposed to do in that situation, which was to be quiet. So I thought that was a very messy thing for Kyle to do, but true to form, and I guess pushing the storyline forward. So y'all, to the surprise of everybody, Erika decides to talk to Sutton. Let me sum this up for y'all real quick. Should Sutton trust Erika and her coming at her and these apologies and XYZ? Let me put this very, very simply, very, very delicately. No! Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, no, no. You do not trust anything that she says, Sutton, okay? Don't trust anything that she says. I just don't know. When someone shows you, you don't cuss somebody out last week and then try to kumbaya with them the next week. I know that that's what they try to do on this show, but most of those arguments that people have on this show are pretty light in comparison to the venom that Erika has spewed at Sutton. So I was like Sutton in that situation. I was taken aback, okay? And I am not going to be the one to, in that situation, open my arms with, fervor to try to welcome you back in, to try to get this back together. Absolutely not. Once bitten, twice shy. So I think she did exactly what she was supposed to do in that situation, which was just keep it cute. So just in regards to later on in the episode where Erika decides to apologize formally to Sutton in a light way, I just feel like it doesn't hold water, right? Because I was already dubious of the damn apology to begin with. And then when we got in the confessional and Erika's talking about how she doesn't really want to work it out with Sutton, but it's really just to placate the group and keep the mood in a good level, right? So let's analyze this. If you don't really mess with this girl in terms of Erika not messing with Sutton, and you don't see a future for the friendship, and you don't see any sort of redeemable qualities that would make you want to be friends with her in the future, what's the point of apologizing? I get getting into a situation where you're making everyone else comfortable, but I feel like in the long term, you're doing everyone a disservice because the damn apology doesn't hold water, right? And you can honestly see, and I want to say this in a good way, right? The apology that Erika did, it was mature, but to me, it doesn't hold any water. There's no basis into it. There's nothing behind it, right? So it's like when you put Band-Aids on bullet wounds, right? Okay, yeah, you covered it up for the moment, but there's still something, stewing underneath that's infected that needs to be addressed, right? And the problem is that you're playing on the intelligence of the group in terms of thinking that things are going in a better direction, when in reality inside, you know that you have no intentions of making up with this lady properly, right? And then second off, you play on the intelligence of Sutton, because with all the talk that Sutton makes in terms of her being, this boss woman, this person who can back up what she says, Sutton does not like confrontation. She's not that girl. She doesn't do well with ambiguity in her friendship circles, not knowing where she stands with someone, and she, at her core, wants to be liked, right? And I think just from looking as a viewer through the screen, right? And y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if y'all agree with this. But it seems to me that Sutton has more value on the relationship with Erika than Erika has on it with Sutton. And that's really what I see in this situation. When Sutton started crying when she was talking to Kathy, talking about how it's been hard and stuff like that, you can just see this whole confrontational thing is not something in Sutton's character. This is not something that she does. She'll do it, okay, but she can't handle it because afterwards come the tears and, you know, the thinking about it and wanting to make up and should I do this and should I do that? She can't handle it, right? So I feel like it gave the group you know, this false sense of security that the relationship was going in a good way. It gave Sutton some sort of false sense of security that she had a future, or she has a future friendship with Erika that can rebuild, which I don't know if it can. To me, if you have someone it's faking sincerity and not really wanting to be friends with you at the core and just trying to do something for the benefit of the group, I don't think that it can be sustained. But that's just me. Y'all drop down in the comments. Was it a good thing for Erika to apologize in the long run, or is this just a temporary fix to a long-term issue? Y'all let me know. And just to, I guess, the final point here, the ladies are down to the boat and they play a game of Never Have I Ever. I only have two things to say about this because I don't think we learned a whole bunch, but all I can say is, like I said earlier, Kyle and Garcelle tag team for the whole messy bunch, okay? Garcelle, I don't understand how we had this wonderful kumbaya moment where Erika gave this apology to Sutton. It seemed to put a calm over the group. Hell, even Crystal decided to address her issues with Sutton and just say, I'm enjoying you. You know, I hope that we can have a better relationship moving forward. Why would you bring down the damn group with your damn never have I ever stolen something question, okay? And of course the camera pans directly to Erika, okay? What is she supposed to say in that instance? Absolutely nothing, okay? That was a messy ass question. And sometimes with Garcelle, I can't tell if she's intentionally messy or if it's just who she is, right? Because read the room. Like, we were in a positive space, and then you're going to talk about have we ever stolen something. But I thought the ladies were good sports. I thought it could have gone left with Erika, but it seems like she was a good sport in the situation and it just got smoothed over, and they seemed to have a good time just regarding the game and the different things they talked about. All I know is that damn captain that was steering the ship, and y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if you thought the ship was moving, because it looked like it was just steady in one place. So I didn't understand why he was up there steering when they weren't moving. But listen, maybe it could have just been my ADD and I couldn't pay attention to, like, you know, the wind moving and the damn ship. But that man turned all shades of red, okay? He was like deep beat at a point. Like, I'm like, I did not know these shades of red, you know, magenta, damn near violet, okay, with these damn questions that was going on. So listen, somebody get that man a cold compress and some water, because he needed some help. But anywho, y'all, I think that's all I want to say on this damn episode. So if you liked what I said, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Stereo, and Twitter at DatDamnDasher. And until next time, y'all, beware of insincere apologies. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.